гарно жили, здоров'ячка всі мали. Ангела-хранителя, щоб не боліли.
She only wants peace from the whole world. She wants to wish health, good health to everybody, and she wants to end the war. Thank you. Дуже дякую вам.
Вам теж.
Дуже дякую.
Okay, everyone, so we are about 30 minutes into our drive. We are heading into an area north of the city of Kyiv, the Kyiv region. And sitting beside me, if you've been watching the series, you recognize this guy, the great and powerful Joe Lindsley.
Hello.
Our driver today, Anton.
Yeah, hi.
How are you doing today?
Hi. Cool, cool. What about you?
Doing great. And beside him is...
Maria, hi.
Great to meet you as well.
Nice to meet you too.
Here is Hostomel.
Home to the Hostomel Airport, which was one of the biggest battles in the first few days of the war.
For viewers who might not have the full context, this was very early in 2022, right? We're talking like maybe March, when
Yeah.
the first Russian push was coming and the city of Kyiv was actually, I think it's fair to say, in jeopardy. Like this was the
absolutely.
early days, everything was the Russian push forward. Imagine you're living in New York City and you're seeing a foreign army devastating New Jersey. I mean, this is just kind of unthinkable how close this was to the capital city.
Oh my god.
Anton, will we be able to stop?
Yes, of course.
For example, even here, just to...
Okay.
This
This is
is...
the first results of the war in Bordenka, Russian invasion. You can film it. You can film it.
Could you ask her if she listens?
Блогер з Канади приїхав. Ми знімаємо для канадського телебачення відеосюжет, показуємо наслідки війни. Якщо ви не проти,
Не
він
проти.
задасть декілька питань, я переведу.
Хорошо.
Добре.
She said she's
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
to talk?
yeah.
What is her name and where is she from? Is she from this community?
А ви звідси, з Бородянки? Як
Да,
вас звуть?
я отут у підвалі в тому цього зберігалися тоді у отця Віктора у церкві. А це їду до нього, щоб може дасть поїсти.
Ми вам допоможемо.
Хорошо.
А як ваше ім'я?
Катерина Пірогова.
She told me that she's Katerina. She have been in the shelter all this time. She lives in Borodyanka, and right now she's going to father from the church. She's looking for a food, and I hope we right now can help her.
Yeah. Maybe she can have a
Of
sandwich.
course. Right now we can end
Of course.
the conversation and we can help.
Тут до нічого, дітки, а там далі, в центрі, там стільки людей загинуло. Стільки врачиха, вся сім'я загинула, голова сільської ради. Ну, сильно багато людей, не хочеться згадувати.
She told that this is a first place because over there it's a huge amount of destroyed houses and killed people.
Was her house destroyed by the attack?
А ваш будинок цілий?
Не ремонтують зараз.
Ремонтують, але зруйнували, так?
Ну так.
Yeah, her building is destroyed too. We're destroyed too. And right now he's in reconstruction.
Yeah.
Вікна поставили діточки, воду за
They put new windows.
за світу зараз нема, то це, думаю, батюшка покормить.
There is no light. There is no light.
Вікна поставили, а те все за свій що, за пенсію робила, за свою.
Можеш не знімати. А можна я вам трішечки допоможу, якщо ви не проти?
Можна.
Тримайте, це вам.
Синулечка, хай Бог благодарить, ангела-хранителя. Боже мій, синулечка.
Я вас.
Там цього, де червоний маркет на ту сторону.
She's going to the church because there is only one place where she can find a food or a tea. Because right now, the moment in her house, of course, you have heard that there is no windows, there is no electricity, there is no water.
If I can ask one quick question.
Okay.
There are people from other countries. Is there a message she would like to say? Something she would like people to understand?
Він питає, можливо, що б ви хотіли сказати людям з інших країн?
Що я хотіла сказати, щоб мирно жили, здоров'ячка всі мали, ангела-хранителя, щоб не боліли, щоб біля, так як ви не їздили, оце не посилали, біля своїх сімей, мами, батьків були, матерів, діток.
She only wants peace from the whole world. She wants to wish health, good health to everybody, and she wants to end the war.
My hands are shaking a bit. I'm not gonna lie, this is it's one thing to see from the car. I mean, the car is intense as well, but the buildings are passing so quick, and to meet that woman, to see these sights behind me. We're gonna keep moving. The graffiti artist Banksy visited this area recently and made some artwork. We're gonna show you what that's like. We're gonna visit a few places today, but I just have to take a moment here, and there's no words, really. There's no words. So we just stopped for a coffee in an area called Bucha.
What do you think, Anton, as a Ukrainian? Do you think foreign countries have been doing enough? Have you felt helped in this time, or do you feel a bit like it is us against Russia and the world is just watching?
I think they can give more help to Ukraine, but I don't know what kind of help can they do at the moment, because it's really tough to explain these things, because we are living in Ukraine right now at the moment, and we feel every single hit, every single missile. We heard it. We see the massacres and slaughter. We see the Mariupol. Is it enough to understand this situation? Is it enough or not? Because this is the main question. This is a great question to ask yourself. I don't know.
Like,
Look
again,
at,
the
look at
trauma.
this size. Look at this size.
Так, хорош. Enough.
He's very demanding.
He's like, where's my sandwich?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Aw.
Ну, блин, я уже дала полкруассана шоколадом. Плохо будет.
Give a Ukrainian dog a snack, you make a friend for life. Look at this. Goodbye, buddy. Stay safe, okay?
Да, ось він зруйнований.
Доброго дня. Ось це. Да.
You probably saw those friendly local people of the community pointing us in the right direction here.
Дуже рада. Слава Україні.
Smiles on their faces in spite of everything. I mean, this is the story of Ukraine. See the children's playground. This was a kindergarten behind us. More apartments. Just destroyed. And there it is behind the rubble covered in snow. You might have seen this on the internet. A young boy judo flipping Vladimir Putin on a bit of rubble here, an hour outside of Kyiv. Nice. One more.
Thank you.
Welcome. Overwhelming is the word that comes to mind.
Сполучені Штати близько Канади. якщо ви не проти, він може взяти у вас коментарі, я перекладу.
Ну, якщо Юля дасть, то хай вона.
She don't mind to take comment.
Може тільки нас не знімати, бо
If
ми
you want to ask
трошки
something.
ми трошки тут зустрілись, ми тут жили, ось наша
нам
будівля.
Фуршет не знімайте.
Не, можно фуршетик наш не снимать?
Не буде, не буде. The name is Yulia. Julia.
Julia, Dan. Nice to meet you, Julia. Julia, were you here the day the Russians arrived, or
Ви
did
тут
you
були,
were you
коли,
somewhere else?
Росіяни прийшли.
Коли прийшли, да, але
Yes.
коли були перші авіанальоти, то ми саме в цей день виїжджали вже.
On the first air missiles attack, they went to outside of the Berdyanka.
Таким чином забралися.
A couple of years ago, she have lost her mother by coronavirus, and she told that this war забрали, как
Left.
left all the pictures of her childhood, and she even cannot see her story, the
She has
story of
only
her life.
memories, and that's it. Just
very
memories without
complicated.
any like confirmation, like without any photos and so
Я
on.
ще така, знаєте, люблю все зберігати, там, як народилась дитина, якісь перші пінетки, якісь там то. Ай, коли ти до чогось хочеш, блін, а його немає.
She told that the most complicated thing is to see with their own eyes how to Russian troops, Kadyrovtsi, killed a lot of people who only wants to walk these roads.
Yes.
And the
Civilians, nothing to do with
of course.
the
It's
conflict.
the snipers and the troops. And she told about the bombs, because right here you can see the kindergarten. Right here there was a lot of people with a newborn baby child on his arms, and they just needed to be in shelters or even go to the field to put down on the ground to survive. So this is guys' reality. This is guys' reality of the citizens of Borodyanka.
If I know we all have to go, it's cold. I'd like to ask one last question. In spite of everything, what is it that you love about Ukraine? What is it that you love about your country?
За що ви любите Україну?
За що я люблю Україну? За те, що я тут народилася, за те, що мої тут батьки прожили, що я тут народила дитину, за те, що вона дуже прекрасна.
She was born in Ukraine. Her parents was born in Ukraine. And her daughter was born in Ukraine. She's happy to be Ukrainian.
Коли раніше, знаєте, ну, мабуть, всі так за...
This is the best country for her, for her daughter. If a couple of years ago, a lot of people wanted to go abroad to live in other countries, for example, United States or in Europe. But right now, things changes, and a lot of people, a lot of Ukrainians want to be in Ukraine for final point of this war, and will be continued to live in Ukraine.
Thank you so much.
Дякую.
Thank you.
Дякую.
You could see her face light up when she started to speak about her love for the country. Just some things, some moments transcend language, you know. Some rebuilding taking place, even on this cold day. Great to see.
Yeah, it's nice to hear the sound of the hammers in the background, huh?
Yeah.
And next to it is a second piece of artwork by Banksy. Do you see it? Oh, there. There it is.
Amidst the rubble.
Ballerina, but also could be someone falling. And I was just saying to these guys, whenever the media shows pictures of the Banksies, you don't see,
Exactly where it is, what Banksy wants
Yeah,
to
yeah.
show, the entire...
because now I see,
Yeah, I mean, she's literally between the falling rocks. Right across the street from this, Ukrainian flag hanging high, and there are people waiting for the bus. on this weekday afternoon.
So as you can clearly see, these are average neighborhoods filled with average people whose lives have been devastated by this war in Ukraine. If these sites are moving to you, if you feel a need to help in some way, I encourage you to check out the fundraising effort that I have attached to this video series. Even for a few dollars, we can make a big difference. We can bring warm clothing, medical supplies, and much more to the front lines and show Ukraine that they're not alone. Finally, I would like to thank United 24. They're a media group who made this video possible. Anton, our driver today, is part of the organization, and they give me access to places that would be very difficult for me to visit on my own. They make great content over on their YouTube channel, which I will link to as well, and I encourage you to check out. I'm grateful to you all for watching, for caring about content like this, and for supporting it, sharing it, doing whatever you can. It really touches my heart. As always, I'm Dan from The New Travel, and I will see you next time from Ukraine.